What's up, y'all? I'm back out here at the range. As you can see back behind me, I got a lot of jelly testing planned for today. Pretty nice weather out here. It was supposed to be blue skies and sunny and breezy, and it is breezy, but the blue skies has done hit on me and it's got a bunch of dark clouds, so I hope I can outrun the rain and get this stuff done. So as you can see, I got my jelly contraption set up with the chrono and 2 blocks of gel. Now I'm over here at a little bit different position over here to the side. This was some shaded area when the sun was out, and I was going to use this for half a day, but it looks like now it was probably a waste because there ain't no sun left. But anyway, like I said, we got the chrono, we got 2 freshly melted blocks of gel, no tests at all done in these, so we'll get a very clear picture. And as you can see, also staying with that heavy clothing barrier that's got the layer of denim, fleece, and 2 layers of the cotton t-shirt material. And as you can see, what we're checking out here is some more Sellier Bellot ammo. This time it's 9mm. Y'all know I just tested the 10 mil probably a week or so ago. It actually did well in the gel, but as far as 10 mil, it fell very short as far as the performance, speed, and power and all that. But like I said, it did perform well as far as the projectile itself. Now these 9 mils might be a different story. We'll have to find out. 115 grainers, as you can see, nothing fancy there, just your regular brass case. Now as far as the projectiles, I'm not sure what exactly they are. Somebody mentioned in the 10 mil video that they're made their own, so that could be the case, but it's really going to depend on the speed we get out of these things as far as performance. So as usual, I'm going to give them a couple chances to do right out here. For a shorter barrel, I've got my Canik Mete MC9. This is my EDC. It's got the 3.1 inch barrel on it, and then we got the Glock 17 here, Gen 4 Glock 17. It's got roughly the 4.5 inch barrel. But hopefully these things will do well out here today. If so, we'll have another option for a budget round here, because these things, the price is right on them. So let me get this stuff set up and let's find out what they can do. All right, let's see if we can get some speeds on these things and see what we're working with. I'm going to do a 5-round average from each barrel length, starting with the MC9 first. Now, if you're not familiar with this radar here, you're going to get a muzzle velocity, and then you're going to get a 3, 7, 10, 25, and 50 yard velocity also. Let's see what we get here. There was nothing on the box, and I didn't look on the site to see if there was anything, so well, it'll be a mystery here. Got 1,097, 1,096, 1,100, 1,096, 1,099, and that was it. I got carried away looking for more, so I can already tell you that right there was very consistent. Let's check out the average. All right, y'all, sure enough, that was some very consistent stuff. We had an average of 1,098, an extreme spread of 4, and a standard deviation of 1.7. So I mean, you can't hardly get no more consistent than that. Let's get this reset and let's see what that G17 can do. All right, let's see if it stays that consistent with this 17, y'all. 5 rounds on this one also. $11.54, $11.66, $11.56, $11.47, and $11.52, so pretty consistent, but definitely not like it was out at MC9. Let's check out that average. All right, so our average that time from the G17 was 1155 feet per second. You had an extreme spread of 19 and a standard deviation of 7.2, so still pretty consistent right there. Now, not nearly as like it was out at MC9 for sure. So like I said, you had an average there of 1155, and if you remember out at MC9, it was 1,098, so you're talking about 57 feet per second faster from the G17 with 1.5 inches more barrel. That's about right as far as the math goes. So I think we're gonna see some good stuff out of that G17. The MC9, I think that's gonna be right on the edge. Hopefully it does well. Let me get this stuff reset and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's Parlez-vous Francais jelly time. I'm gonna put 1 round of each barrel into the gel, starting with this MC9 first. I have got a different cam now for my slow-mo. It should be a lot smoother than it was, so let me know what y'all think about the difference in the slow-mo cam now. Let's see what this MC9, this is the one I'm kind of on the fence about. I'm not sure what we're gonna get out of this one. All right, absolutely perfect. Again, I know I say it every time, but this MC9 hits absolutely point of aim every single time. Let me go check that one out and see what I got. All right, as I'm sure y'all probably already seen, that was an absolute fail right there. It zipped through both blocks, so definitely no kind of expansion on that at all. And that was 1,100 feet per second too. I don't know if y'all saw the reading there, well, I'm sure you did, but 1,100 feet per second, there's no excuse for that, but terrible engineering on the projectile. That's the only excuse. I don't have good hopes for this G17, and now it's done messed up my other block, messing up where I can't put as many tests on the other side. It's got me tore up in here, y'all, but let's see what happens. I'll put some towels back there to catch this thing when it goes through, because I think this is going through also. All right, I'm pretty sure I saw the towels move down there. Let's go see what we got. All right, y'all, let's check out this double fail we got down here, because that's all it is. I mean, 100% absolutely failure from both of these. So on the top here, that was the one out of the MC9. As you can see, comes in here straight ahead, no question about it, no expansion whatsoever. Keeps on trucking into this second block. Right here, it definitely tumbled at least once, and then you can see keeps on going and zips out the other end down there. So 32 inches of gel it completely cleared. And then down below it, unfortunately, the same exact story with the G17. Comes in here, as you can see, again, no kind of expansion, keeps on rolling all the way through the first block into the second block, again, keeps on trucking, keeps on going. And then right here, just out of your screen, this one actually tumbled right there and then kept on zipping out the end of the block. And I actually did catch this projectile. It went out of the end of the block, it went through 3 thick bath towels folded up multiple times and still smacked into the block behind the 3 bath towels. So definitely no need for a penetration measurement, because like I say, both of them cleared all 32 inches. Here's a little close up from above. Again, on the top, the MC9, and then on the bottom, the G17. Like I said, you can follow it all the way. Absolutely nothing as far as disruption. That one there tumbles right there. That was the MC9. And then the G17, you can see tumbles right there, and both of them right out the end of this 32 inches of gel. And that was even after tumbling. It still had enough to keep going and clear all of this gel. All right, really quick look at this one projectile I was able to catch. Like I say, this was the one out of the G17. I'm sure the one out of the MC9 looked exactly like this. I just didn't expect it to go through both blocks, so I didn't have anything up there to catch it. But as you can see, absolutely nothing going on here. This thing got completely clogged with the cloth, and it just shut it down. I mean, it didn't do anything. The only reason it smashed like that, like I said, is after it cleared all 3 of those bath towels, it smacked into that cinder block, so flattened it out. But other than that, I mean, even the scabs, you can tell it just had no attempt even to open. And this was at 1,100 feet per second, so the velocity is definitely not any kind of valid excuse in my book. But let's wait and see what they gave us there. Supposed to have started out at 115. This one's at 117.2. So probably the cloth that's clogged it up there added to the weight. And now as far as size, there's absolutely nothing really to measure here. It does look like it's got some deformation, so it's probably smaller. You got 351 and then 360 where it smashed it the other way and kind of widened that part out. So yeah, absolutely nothing there. And just again, I mean, there's nothing else to say but absolutely terrible performance. This is one of the worst performing 9mm hollow points I've tested. And the sad thing about these is they started out looking absolutely great. The consistency on the velocities was just fantastic. But in the end, being consistent meant nothing because it was consistently bad. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up with this first test of the day of some pretty awful 9mm. Again, there's really nothing left to say about this stuff except it's just plain old bad. I mean, this stuff is just plain old bad. No other excuses can be made out here. I gave it 2 chances, different barrel lengths, and you can see there was no attempt, even out of that G17, absolutely no attempt at expansion. So as far as I'm concerned, these S&B 9mm hollow points are an absolute no way for me, but let me know down in the comments what y'all think about it. it? And do you run this stuff? Have you run their FMJ just for plinking ammo? Do you run this S&B in a different caliber? Let me know down in the comments what your experience has been with it. If you enjoyed the video, reach down and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you've got your notifications turned on so you don't miss anything when I upload it. Take a second and check out those affiliate links in the video description. If you shop through Amazon, hit up my storefront link first. You'll go right through Amazon just like normal from there, and anything you buy after that, I get a kickback from them toward the channel. Same deal with those axle links. If you're looking for some really nice ear pro to help keep the sweaty, swampy ears down when it's starting to get hot out here, check out those GS Extreme earbuds, and you can save a pile of money using those links instead of going straight through their site. Once again, I appreciate all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all out there for supporting the channel. I've got some really good stuff planned for out here today. This little snafu messing up my second block definitely cut down one of the tests I was going to do, but I still got plenty of room to get some done, so stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.